Welcome to my channel, and in this video and in this lesson we shall be talking about how to journal for trading using Notion. To journals like this, and make sure you watch to the end so that you can become a consistent. Every professional trader has a trading journal. If you really want to become a consistent profitable trader, stop being lazy and learn journaling. Otherwise, you'll continue losing more money in the market. Yeah, because journaling holds the secret into discovering your own mistakes so that you don't repeat the same mistake the next time you are trading. And in this video, I'll give 5 tips of things that you should include in your trading journal, and specifically when you are journaling for the spike detector on the boom and crash market, so that you can become a consistent profitable trader. Do not assume this lesson. Professional traders, we use Notion to journal our trades so that we can become consistently profitable. As keeping record helps us to identify our own mistakes. And if you have never heard about Notion, don't worry. I'll guide you step by step and you will be able to journal your trades like a pro. So go to your favorite browser and search Notion for PC. If you're using a PC desktop or a MacBook or even on your phone, search Notion. So then you can see you can download there for Windows. You download the Notion app and install. Once you install the app, it will tell you to create an account. So it's just simple. You can sign in with Google. So I'll not show you how to sign in. I've already created my account. You can see that is Professor Ben. Once you create your own account, it will not look exactly like mine. But what I want you to do, once you create the account, click add a new page on the private subsection, and you'll see it on the top of the page. A new page has been created successfully. So let's now customize the cover. Right now it is white, but when I click at that, you can see different things that I can put on my cover. So I can decide to select a solid background. I can decide to put other covers that Notion comes with, or I can also decide to upload my customized background cover for my Notion journal. Well, for my case, what I think I'll do, I'll upload a custom image that I had prepared there before. So I'll upload a file, go to my image and upload it. So download and upload the image. Remember, today I'm going to show you how to create the Blueprint Spike Detector journal. So specifically for the Blueprint Spike Detector. So far, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. Comment what I should do next or where I should guide you guys next. And by the way, in this video, I'm gonna do something I have never done in any other video, because I know you are my loyal community. You are my fans, and this is what I'm gonna say. If you have the Blueprint Spike Detector and you happen to learn this lesson about journaling, and you journal for a whole month, exactly as I have explained, following all the rules of the spike detector and journaling each single trade, and in any case you are not profitable, you are not consistently profitable, personally, I've said that I'm going to help you fund your account and give you personal guidance one-on-one until you start making money consistently. And this is to tell you how this lesson is important about journaling. So after you put your cover, now you go to the title, and I'm going to call this Boom and Crash Journal. You can call it Pain and Gain if you're on well trade, but for this is Boom and Crash on the Leave. So we remember we are doing it specifically for spike detector, but if you are trading on Forex or any other market, the process is the same. So Boom and Crash journal for the spike detector. That is title. Just down below the title, I should type a backslash. And this backslash help us to select a table. And I'm going to select the table with database, table view database, and select to add a table to your journal. And that is the only thing you need, a table, and everything else we're gonna do it inside that. And our journal is just a record keeper. So what we are expecting is that we shall be putting numbers for the trade, screenshot for how the trade ended up, how we entered the trade. All that is what we're gonna be doing in this lesson. And by the way, personally, I had struggled for like 4 years when I was not doing journaling, because I used to repeat the same mistake. And the moment I learned about journaling and coming back to the journal, checking what I'm doing wrong, that is how I developed a good trading behavior, and eventually I became a consistent, profitable trader. I don't want to make this video so long, so let me go straight to the point from now, and I will be a little bit quick. So we create the tables heading. So we call it journal table, just like that. So the table that we added, remember, is the table database. And then the first thing we shall add on our journal is the serial numbers, that like the 1, 2, 3, 4. So the number of trades like we take, we shall arrange them like that. So we shall call that number and put 1, 2, 3, 4 like that down below. So on the first column, is it a column or a row? Whatever comes in mind, that is what I know you understand. So down below, so number, and then I'll put 1. So for the first line is 1, second line is 2. And then we go to our second property, is so on the second column, I'm going to select the property is select. Choose select, and then we call it pair. Which pair are we gonna trade? Are we going to trade boom 1000, crash 1000, crash 500, boom 600, crash 300, crash 150, or pin x1 1200? So the pair. So we add all the pairs for boom and crash or pin and gain indices that we are going to be trading. So you shall just be selecting the one that you have entered trade. So make sure you put all of them. Like I have added boom 1000, I have added crash 1000. So you select. Once you click the pair, all of them, all the options will be there. So your work will just be selecting. So we have used the select function to name the pair. So pair, and it's the select function. So to add all pairs, you can go to edit property and then add all options. You can see there options, add like all pairs you want. So anytime you're gonna be trading, you shall be selecting the pair that you want to journal for it. Also, if you're on WellTrade, add all pain and gain indices for the spike detector. So mine, I have added all of them. So after setting the serial number and selecting the pair, so you have added all the pairs you want. So you just be selecting the one you want to put. Then we add the third category. You see the plus button. So this time we shall add date. So I said we are gonna go in first. So select date, and now you can, when you select the date, you can decide if it's 5th October. You just put 5th October 2025, 27th October 2025, any date you want. So even on January 2026, you just add like that. Then the next on the list, we're gonna select multi-select. Remember the other one was select. Now we are selecting multi-select, and then edit property, add options. So buy, sell, high probability, low probability, medium probability, and poor probability. Multi-select helps us to choose different categories on one option. For example, crash 500, we say it is a sell and it's a high probability sell. So we select both on the same category. So multi-select, you can select two things for the same category. Then once you add all the options, you can go to the next. And the next one we are going to add is that is bias. So the next category we are going to add is entry price, and it's better you leave everything else, but you must get this clearly: entry price. And then we shall select a link. We shall select a link, and the reason we are selecting a link is because I want to screenshot when you entered the trade. So you take your screenshot, upload that screenshot on Google Drive. So on your account, you go to there and go to Google Drive. Let me show you just very quickly. So you go to Google Drive, upload the screenshot, and I've said your journal may lack everything else, but not this. The reason you are screenshotting and uploading it to Google Drive is to ensure that I'll attach a link in my journal. So once I click that link, it will be opening that image. I can see what was my entry price, and I can see how the chart was when I entered. And I have said it's better you put the entry price and the exit price as a screenshot. So your screenshot, upload it to Google Drive. Then you generate a link from Google Drive and paste it in your journal. And it's a very quick thing you do. And actually, I'll also show you how you screenshot on MT5. You can use the snap tool to screenshot your charts, or you use MT5. It has a built-in feature where you can screenshot and upload. So I'll upload my image on Google Drive. Then on the share, on the Google Drive, I go to share, I remove so that everyone with the link can see the image. Then I copy the link. So first, modify so that everybody with the link can share. Then I paste that link on my journal. And once I click the journal, I'll be able to see the image directly. So here we said it is sell and high probability. That was a sell. I'm just giving an example. Sell, high probability, the entry price. So then we go to exit price. Exit price, same thing. So it is a link. This time, instead of using the snap tool, I'll use the MT5 to screenshot. So this is where you do and select the size. Click on the MT5, the photo, that one saves the image. And then you select the pixels that you want and save the image. So once you save the image, remember we are going to upload the image on our Google Drive. Is that clear? So this is now the exit, assuming it's after the spike has happened. So now I want to put it on the exit price. So after the spike did happen, so I saved the image using the built-in function on MT5. And then I go to Google Drive again. So follow clearly. I want to go click upload a new image, crash 500. So this is what happened after. Did the spike happen? Or did you exit in a loss? So upload restricted. I put that everyone can view. Ensure to edit that, then copy the link and paste it there. Once I click the link, it will be opening the image. So after the entry price, we can now add what was the stop loss. Was the stop loss 13 candles? So it is a number. So stop loss, select number. The other remaining thing is the outcome. Was it profit or a loss? So we can use multi-select or select. So was it a win or a loss? So we can use, because it can either be a loss or a win, so let's use select option. So it is a win. And another maybe thing we can add on our journal. What else do we need? We can use what was the lot size. We can add what was the lot size. So lot size, you select number. So lot size, profit in dollars, you select number. Profit in percentage, you select number. But the most important already we have done. So profit in percentage, there's a formula for calculating the percentage. So, but you can still put it in terms of number, or select the formula that you shall be using to calculate your profit. Let's put number. So lot size, let's say we used 0.5 for lot size. We used profit in dollars, we got $15. Profit in percentage, assuming our account was $150, we got 10%. So then we can add number of entries. Maybe you executed more than 3 trades. You know how you add a position after every 5 candles. All that information you can put it. And lastly, you can write a comment on lesson learned. Yes. After revisiting. What did you learn? I shall not be entering trades early. When the signals in crash 500 always spike, something that you have learned. So I hope you have captured something, and even if you not be able to make this journal, ensure the place where we have the entry price and the exit price, they are in photos. That is the most important thing. The date and everything else is not important. The 2 images of before and after. You can actually make your journal even on your book, provided you have the entry and the exit point. You can also take 2 photos and store your journal. But if you want to be professional, this is how to use this one that we call journal on, what do we call it? This, I'm kind of forgetting. Notion. That is how we use Notion. And this is a good example of a boom and crash journal for the spike detector. In case you have any question, you can always ask.